Good morning and welcome to Plitvice Lakes National Park, where today we'll bring you inside for a special treat. That's the good news. The bad news is it's raining, but it's supposed to let up in 1 hour, so we'll see what happens. This is one of the oldest and largest parks in Croatia, and in 1979 it added it to the UNESCO World Heritage list due to its picturesque lakes, caves, and waterfalls. So we're gonna go in, take a 4 to 6 hour hike, and see what we have to see. This is us. We're going to be doing the H trail. Normally you get here early and you don't have to deal with the crowds because we were told that all the tour buses arrive around 12 o'clock. Raining, so it's really going to be uncrowded, we hope.
Those are the tickets. Yes.
Can you show me the tickets, please?
Yep.
First you start by bus for program H.
Okay. And that'll bring us to position...
To H and then up to the top.
Right.
Then
So
you have to walk around.
the bus is going to bring us up to position 2.
It's
right?
station 3. Yeah.
Right, station 3. And then we walk all the way down here.
No, you walk this part.
Right,
the lakes,
to position 2.
then down to the boat, B2.
Right.
B2, B3, you take a boat.
Right,
After that, walking around the lower lakes, and then by bus back from ST1.
perfect.
By bus.
Yeah, by bus, shuttle bus. It's not real train.
No train. Oh,
Correct.
so basically, let me just tell you real quick what we're going to do. This is where we are. We're going to take a bus that's going to bring us from position 1.
Station 2.
We're going to take a bus from station 2 all the way up to station 3, and then we're going to walk this whole trail back to position 2, and a boat's going to bring us across to position 3, and then we're going to walk around to these big falls and then come back to station 1 and take a bus back here, and that's the whole tour. So there you have it. There's a whole bunch of different routes you can take, but we're doing H. This is the bus that will take us up to station 3. Here's another benefit of getting here early, especially if it's raining. There's nobody except for 2 people on this bus. It would kind of suck if this thing was loaded. In all actuality, this rain for 1 hour might be a blessing to keep people from coming early. And here we are, ready to go. We'll have to test out these boards and see if they're slippery or not with the rain. Nope. Nice and grippy. A lot of this walk will be over these type of boardwalks that take you over the various waterways.
It's wetland. Way back then.
Yep.
That's all wetland.
All wetland right here.
Chris, what they're talking about, the trails being narrow, so you
Yep.
have to be patient if there's people in front of you.
Right. I'm going to try my best to remember to clear the lens from raindrops, but we're going to probably see some in this footage. I got to be honest with you. We are actually challenging ourselves today to this hike because we've never really done anything like this before. I believe we can do it. We're just glad that you guys are all with us. Here's kind of a good example of what the trails look like. You know, two people can easily walk together. I'd say it's probably about 4 feet wide. And our first waterfall. And a little different angle of the same waterfall. We were a little worried that there might not be any water running because it's been so dry, but that's not the case.
It's not the case with the rain.
Yeah. As you can imagine, the water is crystal clean. Now, we're not experts, but I think I read that the reason that you get some different colors in these lakes is because there's a lot of limestone and other minerals which make the colors up. And again, these walkways are not slippery at all, and they're very wet.
And very secure.
Very, very secure, like Jeannie said. You know, I brought the Mini 12 iPhone and the gimbal, but since it's raining, it's going to be kind of difficult to set that up, so we're going with the GoPro Hero 9. So like Jeannie said, we've been carrying around these North Face shells for
Over a year.
over a year. Mine's been in the back of my knapsack and Jeannie's has been in her suitcase. We pulled them out today. We're glad we got them.
Pulled them out for the first time.
That's right. We used to wear them back in Norwalk though.
Yeah.
I hope this video footage can show you the different colors right here. All the trails so far seem to be clearly marked on which direction to go. So again, when you're not walking on those wooden bridges, you get these type of paths. And we started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it says it's a 4 to 6 hour tour or hike. So we'll give you the skinny on exactly what it is.
Woodpecker.
Little birdie.
The woodpecker.
Hopefully this gives you an idea of how clear this water is. I'd say it's probably 12 feet deep. So far, because of how early we got here and because of the rain, which is starting to dissipate, we basically got this place all to ourselves. See if we can't pick up a little bit of this morning clouds that are coming through the forest.
Wild orchids.
Wild orchids, let's see. Indeed they are. Beautiful.
They're all throughout this whole, it's like a rainforest. What?
Look at this path we have to, this little goat path.
Yeah, but look where it leads. Turn where it leads. That is just beautiful.
It certainly is. Time for a selfie. Come here and check this out. Come here and check this out.
I want to look at the orchid. Ooh, what is it?
Little gecko or something.
Yeah, but John, you know what? When it's colorful like that, that means it's poisonous. So you have
Everything's poisonous to you.
No, they say that. It's like those frogs.
I don't know if this footage will pick it up, but there's just so many of those little beautiful orchids everywhere. Wait until you see this. My goodness.
Unbelievably beautiful.
Just a little side note, you are not allowed to swim anywhere in the park. It's all protected.
That's incredible.
It is incredible.
Most incredible waterfall that I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
That looks like steps right there. That someone built steps, but it's natural. Here's an example of some of the limestone that we were talking about, minerals, which makes the water very, very clean and different colors. That water's got to be at least 50 feet deep. It's so deep. Jeannie made the comment earlier that this is so surreal that it almost looks like it was made like Disney World, like man-made, but it is natural and it is absolutely spectacular.
They made it to where you actually can see all the beauty of it by putting these walkways.
Right. The walkways were very, very smartly placed.
Well designed.
One beautiful waterfall after another. Jeannie made the note that when it's full-blown water, it probably cascades all along here as well. Also, I think she's right. She pointed out that this could be bamboo, some sort of a bamboo, hanging bamboo. We're not sure, but it sure looks like that. The bridges run on top of a lot of the water that rushes below into the various little lakes. We watched a lot of videos about this national park. None of them did any justice to what we're actually seeing in person. We're blown away. Okay, the sign says it's 1,000 meters, 20 minutes to the boat that's going to bring us to position 2. Just so you know, we started off at around 8 o'clock in the morning, as I already told you. It was 52 degrees out this morning, and it's still 52. The rain is just about stopping. And we got this place all to ourselves so far.
And we've already walked 3.74 miles and 8,500 steps.
Our usual pro tip is
Get here early.
get here early if you want this place all to yourself like it is for me and Jeannie.
We haven't seen a single person
No
other
one.
than 2 people on the bus ride up, and then we left them a long time ago.
No one. And this is the way down to the boat. This will bring us over the 3, right?
Yes.
Thank you. How long until we leave?
A few minutes.
Perfect. Thank you. Few minutes and we're on our way.
Perfect. Give us time to rest a bit.
Yeah. Thank- Thank you.
Where do you want to sit?
Somewhere's dry.
Well, that's only if you don't sit
Let's sit in front of the captain.
in front of the captain.
All right.
Okay, we're here on the boat. Going to take the boat ride up to the other waterfalls. I was mentioning how very beautiful and picturesque this is, especially in the fall, because they have the season changing and the leaves all changing. So, and on top of that, they have more rainfall, so the waterfalls are very full. But it's just absolutely gorgeous, no matter what time of year that you come.
I have to imagine that it's almost like a New England autumn here with the colors.
Yes, they have all the leaves changing the same way.
And we were reading about in the wintertime.
Oh, it's beautiful because, you know, this water is fresh water, so a lot of this doesn't freeze over because obviously it's running water, but you've got little ice crystals that form around the falls and that kind of thing, so it just looks beautiful with the snow too.
Must look like a winter wonderland.
Right.
Not sure if this footage picks it up, but there's a lot of fish right here in this water.
Hello, Captain.
Here's another pro tip. Make yourself a sandwich and bring it along. And we're off. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but they use electric boats here so as not to pollute the water in any shape, means, or form. Started to rain again. Not as heavy as early this morning, but enough to keep the crowds down. Just as another FYI, even though it's 52 degrees, I'm wearing just a t-shirt, this North Face shell, and shorts. And I'm not really that cold. Of course, I'm actually carrying the backpack, so that helps. It has started raining again, and that's the bad news. The good news is that it keeps the crowds down. And this is where the boat brings you to continue on the hike. And now to continue on to the big waterfall. More people, as you can see. but not mobbed by any means. Example of a cave. We read that you're not allowed to go into any of the caves. This is just the start, what you can expect if you don't get here early. And this is not even really crowded. We have arrived at the large waterfall. First impressions, I've seen better. And this is as far as they'll let you go. So after this, you start walking back. Maybe it's just that there's just not enough water running right now to make it more spectacular. Let's switch over to the iPhone Mini and see if that does any better. I think I'm getting a little bit more panoramic with this iPhone Mini right here on this particular shot. Let me point out that this shot here is actually better than if you go to the end where we just were, looking at it very closely. Another beautiful long shot of an area we already walked by. All right. Station 1 bus that way. Here's a beautiful long shot. So that about wraps up our Plitvice Lakes National Park tour. And if you come to Croatia and you miss this place, you definitely cheated yourself. Jeannie, in your opinion, wouldn't you get here early?
Yes, definitely get here early and do the upper lake first.
I agree. The upper lake was
the most impressive.
It was the most impressive, and it could just be because of the water conditions right now at the end of August. Not sure, because we've never been here before, but definitely we were way more impressed with the first half than the second half. So I would start, our suggestion is to start at the first half first and then work your way down to the bottom half. And it definitely got more crowded at the bottom of the second part. And that's it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.